Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Rabbi israh li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli wa rabbana zidna ilma warzuqna fahma. Amma ba'du. A participant asks, can Mufid be translated or be interpreted as understandable? To answer this question, let us divide the definition of understandable into two categories. First, understandable because its structure is complete, and second, understandable with the assumption of the listener. The first category, understandable due to complete structure, is easier to illustrate with examples. For instance, if I said, يقرأ خالد الكتاب, Khalid is reading a book. This example provides us with a perfect structure. Verb, fi'il, subject, fa'il, and object, maf'ulun bih. The meaning of this sentence is also clear. So, if a sentence has a complete structure, its meaning is generally perfect and clear. Let us take an example from the Al-Quranul Kareem. Alhamdulillah, all praise is due to Allah. The structure is complete, consisting of the predicate or mubtada, that is alhamdu, and the subject or khabar, that is lillahi. The meaning is also clear. All praise belongs to Allah. So again, generally, if a sentence structure is complete, it provides us a complete meaning as well. In the term of Nahwu or Arabic grammar, this is what is referred to as the condition of Al-Mufid for Al-Kalam or Al-Jumla Al-Mufida, meaning it is complete in structure, thus providing a complete meaning. So, the structure is complete and the meaning is understandable. Now, what about the second category, which is understandable with the assumption of the listener? A simple example is when I say alal maktabi. Of course, the listener understands what I mean, but structurally, this phrase is not complete, which allows for interpretation to complete it. For example, it could become al-qalamu alal maktabi. The pen is on the desk. Or another interpretation could be Al-Kitabul Jadidu ala al-Maktabi. The new book is on the desk. Or a lot of other interpretation or assumption. This interpretation is not feasible or is known as mahdhuf. But this interpretation also makes the structure more understandable, regardless of whether the interpretation is correct or not. An example from the Al-Quranul Kareem is Surah Al-Alaq in the first ayah. Iqra bismi rabbikal ladhi khalaqa. Read in the name of your Lord who created. What should be read? There is no specific object to be read in this verse. This is where we need explanation from Mufassirun. For example, in Tafsir Fathul Qadir by Imam As-Sawkani, we read, وَالْأَمْرُ بِالْكِرَاءَةِ يَقْتَدِي مَكْرُوءًا. The command to read implies an object to be read. فَتَقْدِيرُ, so the estimation is اقرأ ما يوحى إليك. Read what has been revealed to you. Or اقرأ ما نزل عليك. Read what has been sent down to you. Or اقرأ ما أمرت بقراءته. Read what you have been commanded to read. Thus, we see that there is an additional part, invisible structure, in this ayah based on the listener interpretation. In this case, the interpretation from Mufassirun who pose a deep understanding of the Quran and the Arabic language. With this additional part that comes in the form of interpretation, the structure becomes complete. From the perspective of Nahwu, the second category does not fulfill the condition of al-Mufid, because ending at that point does not provide us a complete meaning. The listener is still waiting for more additional part, or we could say that the listener can have various assumptions about its meaning. So, generally, if the structure of a sentence is not complete, its meaning is also usually not complete. However, a meaning that can be understood does not necessarily have a perfect sentence structure. In Nahwu, the second category also leads us to discussion about i'rab mahki and i'rab mahalli. Both of these topics, inshallah, will be discussed in a different video. So, the conclusion is, al-Mufid in Nahwu terminology refers to a sentence that is structurally complete, thereby providing a perfect meaning. A sentence with a perfect structure generally conveys a complete meaning as well. A sentence that can be understood does not necessarily have a perfect structure. If the structure is not complete, even if its meaning is understood through certain assumption or interpretation, the sentence does not meet the criteria of al-Mufid and therefore does not fulfill the requirements to be considered as al-Kalam or al-Jumlah al-Mufidah. Alright, that's all for this session. Hopefully it was beneficial. See you again inshallah in the next learning video. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.